Hello everyone, my name is John Paul. Today is December 31st, 2020, the last trading day of 2020. And so we are all looking forward to 2021, so am I. Looking forward to the volatility that's just around the corner, which I believe is going to be very strong. So be careful with the upcoming volatility that's going to be January and February most likely. For today's trades on the Atlas line, even though I'm not big on trading this last couple of days of the year, typically it's a little erratic. There were some pretty good moves that traded on the E-mini S&P. I'm going to show you the signals created by and generated by the Atlas line. Those of you who have the Atlas line have the same exact signals. There's no difference. There's no optimization. It's based on price action. And the first signal for today is based on the 32.71 on this candle right here. Usually we like to look at one or two candles that are closing above the Atlas line to signify a signal to go long, and the same thing to go short. Two consecutive candles closing below the Atlas line to go short, so we're focusing on price action. So this is a long trade at 37.21. Two very important things that we have to be careful with is first the volatility. So make sure that the ATR, the average true range, setting of 4, is less than 20 ticks or 5 points. So in this case, it is roughly about 2.25. No problem. We're under the 5-point threshold. The second thing you have to be careful with is how far away we're entering from the Atlas line. And obviously this here, 37.21, is not that far from the Atlas line. We're looking at about 2.5 points or so. So it's more or less 1-to-1 ratio on how far we're entering from the Atlas line plot as well as the entry 37.21. So everything looks good to go long, and from this entry 2.5 points, the market made much more than that, and so that was a good trade. You also have to be careful to see if there's any news events around this time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard, or the FOMC later on in the afternoon. Sometimes it creates a problem where there's a lot of traders jumping in because of the news. We have to be careful with that when news occurs. So the next trade we have here is going to be a short at 37.21. Once again, believe it or not, it's the same exact price, and this here, looking at the ATR, about 2 points, and as you can see, the market went 2.5 points, so no problem on that target. Based on the ATR, 1 times the ATR is the target. Remember, 2 consecutive candles based off price action provides us the signal. All right, and then we have here a little bit of chop where we have one signal here to go long. Here, that's why you see this 37.25.50, and the very next candle closes back below the Atlas line. So this indicates we should get out of the trade. It's a very small loss. This is looking at about 2 ticks, maybe with slippage 3 ticks, but in reality this is not a game changer. Losing 2 or 3 ticks on a trade is actually a good thing. It's not 4 or 5 points, so very small loss. Follow up with a short trade. Again, 1, 2 to go short. I'm short at the close of this candle, and away we go once again. The market is about 1.5 points. Market did it 1.5 points. If I was not mistaken, yep, 1.5 points. It's exactly 1-to-1 here again. And then we have the pullback trade here to go short by these P's. Another pullback trade by these P's, and then the market decided to rally towards the end of the day. The last hurrah for 2020, going long at 37.30. Once again, 1, 2 consecutive candles, so we know ahead of time when these signals are going to occur, so you can prepare yourself to go long. As soon as the candle closes, you're long, 37.30, and away it went. Now, I'm not looking for 6 points, obviously, but 3 points based on the ATR, I think it's doable, even if you want to be a little bit more conservative. Another pullback trade to the long side, and that's the end of the year, the end of today's trading. If you have any questions, email me at support@DayTradeToWin.com. The next mentorship class is scheduled for January 19th. Those of you who are interested, lifetime licenses and all the software and courses, and 8 weeks of a mentorship class for you to learn, understand, price action. It's a all-inclusive program. Have a great new year. My name is John Paul, DayTradeToWin.com. If you're new to day trading and want to learn more on the benefits of trading the markets, visit DayTradeToWin.com, join the next mentorship class starting later this month, and subscribe to the Day Trade to Win YouTube channel. We focus on price action and work exclusively with new and beginner traders who want to learn more on how to prosper from trading.